43 stopping the vehicle Central and 40th Place. 13L30 is behind the unit.
Sit back and relax. Your group therapy session has started. Welcome to Alone and Unsupervised.
Alright guys, welcome to the Alone Unsupervised Podcast. I'm Isaiah.
I'm Frank.
So, Frank, why don't you go ahead and introduce today's session?
So we've been talking, and I think this week we're going to talk about some of the non-traditional calls that we get in law enforcement, specifically those that seem to fall under a catch-all, if you will.
Yeah, and by that we mean the ones when you're en route, you're driving there, and you're like, how is this a police matter? Mm-hmm. How is this not a anybody else matter?
Yeah, because throughout my career, one of the things that I've really noticed is that it seems as though we seem to truly be the catch-all when it comes to pretty much any call for service. It used to be if it wasn't on fire or it wasn't somebody dying or hurt, that it automatically kind of came down to us. But I've even noticed, though, even if something is on fire or somebody is dying or hurt, typically we still get called for that too. So
yeah. And no, we're not making fun of fire where it's stand by till the scene safe.
No, it's just it kind of seems like the nature of law enforcement and calls for service have evolved over the years.
I got one that comes fresh to my brain real quick. This is from whenever I was dispatching. There was a woman that went to a big fast food franchise, and she ordered a set number of chicken nuggets, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, when she got her order, she opened her box of nuggets and realized she was missing one or two. Instead of parking and getting out of the car, walking into the restaurant, and talking to somebody to rectify the issue, she called the non-emergency line. Because apparently, whenever you don't get your specified order correct, that's a police matter.
I mean, seems legit, I guess.
Yeah, it was, I had to, that one, I got complained on because I told her that was not a police matter and I was not going to dispatch that because, no.
Well, I think I first was introduced to this whole idea. I was probably maybe on my own for about 2 weeks. And I'm on day shift.
It was back in 1985, or?
Oh, we got jokes? Yeah, I was on day shift, and I think it was like 7:30 in the morning. I just come on duty about 45 minutes prior, and you know how I am on mornings. I'm not really a
morning person,
sociable kind of person, yeah. So the call that came out was basically mom calling in because little Johnny won't get out of bed to go to school.
Oh, dude, come discipline my kid call.
And I'm reading the CAD narrative, and
for those that aren't cops or firefighters, CAD is computer-aided dispatch. What dispatch types on their end, we can see on our end in our in-car computer.
Yeah. Well, apparently little Johnny is like 7 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't help but think to myself, well, why don't you just be a parent
and make him get up
and yank him out of bed? Yeah. I mean, it seemed simple enough to me.
Yeah.
I think that was kind of my first taste into, all right, this is not exactly what you see on cops or something like that. So, and then over the years, I mean, every time I think I've seen it all, I pretty much kind of get to the point where, no, I really don't. There's something new to surprise you each time.
Or how about the quintessential anonymous caller because their neighbor's music's too loud, but they don't want you to. The reporting party doesn't want you to contact them. They just want you to go to the neighbor and tell them to turn the music down.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to walking across the street or walking next door and be like, hey man, do me a favor, just turn down a little bit. I gotta work in the morning. Cool, thanks.
Yeah.
I feel like your neighbor would be more responsive to you doing it, but now that you involve the authorities, now they're just gonna do it out of defiance because you're that Karen Kyle neighbor.
No, I agree. But it even goes a step further.
Okay.
How about all of these animal calls? And I've been to just about, I've been to, I think, just about every animal call that is possible here. I say that now that I'm probably going to get a new one tomorrow. But
yeah,
I've been to bats in the house, raccoons in the house, squirrels in the house, snakes.
Oh, what about snakes? I got a snake call for you. It was, I think, 30 minutes until we went home. And we were centralized in the jurisdiction. Well, we get a call, or I get a call, that is very not centralized. It is taking me to one of the furthest cardinal directions of our jurisdiction, which is like a 30-minute drive?
Yeah, it seems about right.
And the call was, hey, I just saw a snake in my kitchen. Okay, well, I'm not a snake guy. No thanks. But I have to go, right? And I get out there, and I'm tearing apart the stove, pulling out the refrigerator, opening all the cabinets, opening all the drawers. I can't find the snake. So I go tell the lady, hey, sorry, I can't find the snake. She goes, oh, hey, it's fine. I'll call my uncle. He lives right down the road. Here's an idea. Why don't we start with that next time?
Yeah. And I don't, I'm pretty sure that I only missed like 2 or 3 hours of the academy, and that was for an interview that I had.
Yeah.
But I don't remember
animal wrangler,
the snake catching, or the bat catching, or the raccoon catching. I don't remember that block of instruction.
I will say that I'm very thankful to work for the jurisdiction or the agency that we do, because we have our own animal control. I've worked in other agencies where that's not a thing. You are animal control. You will go get that dog. You will go get that raccoon. You will go get that possum. And I'm here to tell you, I really don't like dealing with any of that. I don't know about you, but I joined a cop to get drugs off the street and get like gangbangers and hard criminals off the street, not go chase Lassie around.
I mean, dogs I don't necessarily mind, but the things that are more likely to bite you or give you rabies, I'm a little bit more cautious about. And I mean, to be honest, I still don't even know the very first thing about catching a bat.
Yeah, that's why we have an agency called Conservation, or commonly referred to as turkey ticklers.
Wow, I think we just lost some subscribers there.
Nah, because I got that term from a conservation agent.
No.
Because I called them possum police, and then this lady was like, I actually subscribed to the name turkey tickler.
Squirrel police, too. That's always a good one.
Actually, we did have a fellow officer that was attacked by a squirrel.
Okay, tell me more.
Well, I don't know all of the details. I just know that there was a wanted poster that was put up all over the squad room for.
No, that's right. I did see that.
Something DeSquilio.
I did see that.
Yeah, but they had to go in somebody's house because a squirrel was in their house. So, kind of one of those BS calls we're talking about.
Well, I mean, not to, I guess, ride the animal train there too far, but it wasn't very long ago, maybe a year ago, there was some sort of an issue out in front of our building at work. And trying to be a nice guy and help out our fellow jurisdiction, I just went out to see if it was something that we could handle. And it was actually a lady who got bit by a skunk. And you may ask yourself, well, how does one get bit by a skunk?
That did creep into my mind, yes.
So apparently it's fairly likely that you're going to get bit by a skunk if you see what you describe as a sick skunk lying on the ground during the day, and you decide you're going to go pick it up. And not only is it going to bite you, it is probably going to spray you too.
So now you're a stinky patient zero.
And that's exactly what happened. So, yeah, it's kind of crazy. I mean,
yeah,
just the huge variety of things that, they don't have their nice little box that they fit in. So,
yeah,
let's just make the police box a little bit bigger.
And then, so I understand that we're going to go to domestic situations, right?
Mm-hmm.
I believe that domestic violence calls and traffic stops are two of the most deadly situations that cops will most likely be in, or will mostly be in, but they're the most deadly that we'll encounter, right? I absolutely hate when I go to a domestic situation and it's literally people that are the age of my grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
Like, can we not act like adults, please? You're literally old enough to be my grandma. Why are you throwing a plate at your husband?
Yes.
Like, because I'm not going to take an 80-year-old woman to jail. Like, I mean, I will if I have to.
Mm-hmm.
The statute states that I must. However, it doesn't mean I want to.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, when you fight back, like, listen, I don't want to be the one that gets an IA investigation put on me because I tackled some 80-year-old woman.
Yeah.
Like,
but on the same token, sometimes those 80-year-old men and women can
hook and jab with the best of them.
Yeah. That's when you find out, Grandpa used to be a sparring partner for like Sugar Ray Leonard or something.
Grandpa was a Golden Glove boxer in the Navy or something. Yeah. I say that because my grandpa was a Golden Glove boxer in the Navy in World War II. Yeah.
No, it cracks me up. And, you talk about those like being some of the most dangerous kinds of calls. I just can't help but feel like sometimes with my luck, I'm going to go out being attacked by a raccoon or something like that.
Yeah.
That's how I go.
It reminds me of Jeff Foxworthy. You might be a redneck if you get your nipple bitten off by a beaver.
Haven't had a beaver call yet.
I have not had it. Tomorrow.
We'll have it tomorrow, yeah. It seems legit.
Some poor kid's going to be fishing alongside the river and get bit by a beaver.
Mm-hmm. Or take it home thinking it's something.
It's sick alongside the road. Yeah. But the first call situation that you brought up, my kid doesn't want to go to school.
Mm-hmm.
I hate those calls. Or you know what I hate the most is when you're in public, say you're at the gas station.
Pretty sure I know where you're going with this, but go ahead.
You're at a restaurant or whatever, right? You're just out in public. There's a family walking by, and they got a slew of kids with them, right? And dad or mom, there's a police officer, he's taking you to jail. I hate that because I want kids to see us as the good guys, not the bad guys. I don't want kids to fear us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Maybe if you did a better job of raising your kid, we wouldn't have to intervene.
Yeah, all you're doing at that point is you're teaching your kid to be scared of the police.
Yes, when in fact there's no reason why you should be scared of the police.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I fully agree.
Yeah.
But it goes back to, people don't know who to call, so we suddenly become
the catch-all.
Yeah.
Now, I get it. Nobody ever calls us because they're having a good day, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people usually call us, because they're having a bad day, but man, what I categorize as a bad day versus the way other people categorize it, we must have had two different childhoods.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we must have lived two completely different lives because what I can handle, what other people can handle is kind of astronomically insane to me.
Well, I mean, it seems like there's so many things that we get involved in that can be handled with a phone call or a face-to-face conversation.
Yeah, simple communication.
And I completely understand if maybe you have that one neighbor who maybe doesn't respond well to conflict, and they escalate things. I get it. Or
he's just very hard-headed or boneheaded.
Yes. Now, and again, that's perfectly fine. When you haven't even tried that route, though.
Or here's a good call. that we've probably all been to. He blew his leaves onto my property.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or their dog peed
Crapped in my yard.
Yeah.
Arrest the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or, here's one that you went to.
Are you talking about that one I think you're talking about?
The dog and the restraining order.
Yes.
Let's hear about that one.
So, contrary to popular belief, dogs cannot, and I say this again, dogs cannot violate an order of protection. And
You can't even get an order of protection on a dog.
That is also true. I never cease to be stunned.
When I saw that call come out, the first thing that popped into my head was the Joker off of The Dark Knight. Here we go.
I think the first thing that popped into your head is that you hope I get that call.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, thankfully they said your badge number, not my badge number.
And, I've kind of noticed sometimes, depending on the absurdity, the sheer amount of absurdity I hear, and this was pointed out to me in the past, but apparently I kind of turn into like German Shepherd mode. So you know how when a German Shepherd hears something that...
Oh, it cocks his head sideways? Yeah.
And so if I hear something kind of wonky, I tend to get the German Shepherd thing going.
Yeah. Can't confirm, I've seen it. It's hilarious.
But apparently, there's like a certain angle that if I get too far over, I can't anymore. And
it's like when a redneck drinks, his hat kind of moves like the hands on a clock, and when it goes full circle, you know you're in it now.
Yeah.
Kind of like when your head gets full tilt, we're in it now.
Yeah. It just I don't understand it, and
yeah.
Again, I don't fault people for calling for help. That's obviously that's what we're there for.
Mm-hmm.
But on that same token, when you start to recognize a phone number, or when you start to recognize
your
name,
frequent flyers of the crappy calls.
Yeah, it's either going to be A, B, or maybe C that they're calling about.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, if you don't give them the answer they want to, then they're going to try and shop around, hoping they're going to find that one law enforcement individual who is going to tell them what they want to hear.
And it's most likely going to be the rookie.
It is.
And then you're going to be like, Rook, what are you doing, dude? Yeah. Bro. Who is your FTO? Because I'm going to go crack them one.
Well, that's what I always tell people. If you do something dumb and somebody asks you who your FTO is, you tell them somebody else.
So, whenever I worked at my last agency, there was a sister agency that was next to us, and there were some of the guys that would hand out one guy's card. Hey, who are you? I'm waiting a badge number. Hey, my name's so-and-so. Here's my card. So then they would get an influx of calls complaining on one guy, and the head of the department was like, that guy wasn't even working. There's no way it was him. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it does crack me up, and I mean, it is mildly frustrating as some of this can get at times. It does definitely help to keep things real, to shake things up a little bit.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, and I think certain calls like that is why it's kind of easy to get burnt out. That's why I'm glad that we have the rotation cycle that we do. Because about the time you're fed up with this rotation, you flip-flop from nights to days. And I love nights because you never know what you're going to get. And there's a popular TV show. Well, I don't know how popular it is, and if any of you have seen it or not, but it's called Southland, right? It basically follows officers in LAPD. And the main guy, I don't know the actor's name, and I can't remember his character's name. His first name is John. Anyway, it's following him. He's a corporal, and he's also an FTO, and he's talking to his rookie, and they have one hodgepodge call that just goes worse to worse to worse to worse. And the rookie's talking about how he's going to quit or whatever, and then he goes into this monologue speech that he gives the rookie, and I'm not going to go deep down in it, but there's a line in there that I absolutely fell in love with.
Sure, I know it.
It's the greatest seat to the best show on earth,
Mm-hmm.
and honestly, it is. But I say that about Night Shift.
Yeah,
Because you literally never know what type of call you're going to get at any moment.
exactly.
I mean, it could be a stabbing, it could be a shooting, it could be that choking infant, it could be somebody overdosing, it could be literally anything.
Not that we love those by any means.
No, not to be love them. It's just I guess over the years I've just become an adrenaline junkie.
Like no, it's almost like no shift is the same.
No, it's not.
And you don't want it to be either, because once it starts becoming the same, once it starts becoming a routine, then what you have is it opens up the door for complacency.
Oh, 100%, 100%. And also, like, my wife knows if I come home and I don't greet her, like, I don't say, hey, how was your day? Or, man, today sucked or whatever. If I come home and I'm silent, that's a bad day.
Yeah.
Because I never come home silent. Well, I mean, I do, but it's far and few in between.
So I don't think I see you silent very often.
Yeah.
If we were to do a Jay and Silent Bob movie, he would not be Silent Bob.
No, I'd definitely be Jay. Yeah. It's but take all the BS calls that we've had over the years.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just another thing that adds to it. Like when we're all sitting on a dinner or we're in a parking lot, squad room, wherever we are. That's just another thing to add to Pandora's box of storytelling.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I have one for you. One of my favorite calls.
Okay.
Was when I was with another agency, and it was also day shift. A woman actually called to report a theft.
Okay. Pretty standard stuff.
Yeah, you would think. I started diving a little bit deeper into what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out her former friend was at her house and stole her methamphetamines.
And she recorded it? Or she reported it?
Yes.
That's awesome.
And I said, wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You are calling me because you want to report your friend stealing your narcotics. You're illegally obtained and possessed narcotics. Yes. I said, okay, you know what? It's one of those days. Cool. Well, let's talk this through. What do you see happening here? Well,
I want you to go get him.
Yeah, I want you to go arrest them. I said, okay. You just want them arrested? No, I want my drugs back. Yeah, it really doesn't work that way.
No, that's not how this works.
I cannot give you your meth back. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But I can't. No can do.
Yeah.
But love those.
Yeah. I saw a Facebook post a while back. It was I can't remember the name of the agency. It was a different state, but it was talking about when fentanyl first came out.
Mm-hmm.
It was talking about how if you want to get your narcotics tested,
yes,
bring it to the PD and we'll test it and we'll make sure that there's no fentanyl in your drugs.
Yes.
I always wonder how many people fell for that.
From some of the ones that I've seen, some people have actually fallen for that.
The very first chief I ever had, he would famously say, boys, we don't catch the smart ones. And thank God we don't, because it's job security.
It's something.
Yeah.
But yes, I do have a handful of those calls where it's been one of those things where everybody's doing something illegal, but somebody's so angry that they want they want to pretty much tell all.
Yeah.
And it always cracks me up.
Every time I have one of those dumb calls, I'm like, I'm writing a book when I retire.
Mm-hmm. Or I love, you get those calls for a burglary, and you go there, and like, oh, well, yeah, they broke into my house, and they got into this or that. Oh, what did they take? And then they start to tell you, and then they stop. And I'm like, go ahead.
Did you have a stroke? Like, what's happening?
But, well, I'm not sure now. I'm like, you really didn't think this thing out before you called, did you?
Yeah.
They're like, no.
Also, it is very helpful for us that if you have something stolen, say it's a drill, right? It's a Milwaukee drill, okay? Make sure we have a serial number to go with it, because how many Milwaukee drills are out there? You know what I mean? Like, just, or even firearms, man.
Mm-hmm.
It blows my mind the amount of people that don't know the serial numbers on their firearms. Like me, in my safe, I have an envelope specifically marked pew pew, and there's serial numbers for every pew pew I own in that envelope. That way, God forbid something happens. Oh yeah, hey, it's this caliber, this pew pew with this number.
And so now you know if you ever take the envelope too.
Yeah, have fun getting it though.
Now, honestly, we should probably dedicate one session in the future to tips, things to avoid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for instance, you probably shouldn't leave things like that in your unlocked car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because 9% of criminals are opportunists.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to go for the super hard thing. I mean, some will, but those are called, professionals.
Mm-hmm. No, definitely.
Johnny down the street trying to get his next rock isn't applying too much of this.
Yeah, or, the little kids who are just trying to get into nonsense to get into nonsense.
Yeah.
I mean, the kids, God, I feel old saying this, but I mean, the kids that we see now aren't at all like we were. Completely different mindsets.
Because some people commit a crime, they are bright on social media. Mm-hmm. That's the first thing I look at. If there's kids involved, I immediately go to the socials.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I remember, like, growing up, if I ever did something wrong, I mean, I'd probably get my ass whooped by the police, and then I would go home and get my ass whooped by my parents for getting my ass whooped by the police.
Yeah.
But hey, new world. But yeah, I think, again, looking ahead, maybe we should dedicate a session or two to just various tips.
Yeah, like
safety tips.
Trimming the bushes in front of your windows and stuff.
Let us know what you think. Comment below if there's something you would like to see, something you want to hear us talk about.
As always, like, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't. Follow us on all of our socials. We're on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully getting on Spotify soon, but we're still kind of dealing with that and getting the audio right and stuff. Yeah. Also, speaking of audio, our last two sessions, sessions 7 and session 8. Sorry for the audio quality. We had some technical difficulties that we did not realize until we had already uploaded the videos. So we have a lot of we have a checklist now. We have some redundancies, so we're running 2 different types of mics. We're having 3 different ways to record the audio to make sure that everything is good and the way it needs to be. Again, guys, we're new to this, and we're kind of just flying by the seat of our pants. So, but
improving.
Yeah, but I wanted to throw out that PSA and that apology, because as soon as I clicked on it, I was like, "Oh, that's rough."
Mm-hmm.
Me and the wife were laying in bed watching it, and she was like, "What'd you say, honey? I have no idea."
But I mean, it was one of those things too. I mean, like we've said from the beginning, we are not scripted.
Mm-hmm.
We keep things real,
and
we felt. I mean, the content that we made, as crappy as the audio was, but the content, I mean, it had a good message.
I'm honestly proud of that.
Yeah.
That one, or those 2.
Yeah, unfortunately, like I said, just it's one of those things where we had the audio issue and it went south.
Yeah.
But again, we're going to make mistakes. We're going to keep pushing forward. We're going to keep trying to improve and be better.
And further down the line, we may redo session 7 and 8 further down. It's not going to be the same conversation we had, because again, we're unscripted. But I would like to revisit those 2 sessions because, again, good message, good content, and honestly, I was pretty passionate about those two. Like, I was really excited about them.
Yeah.
You know? But with
And
that...
for those of you who have seen Session 8, somebody left their elephant in the studio.
Yeah. Ella stayed in the safe house for a while, but hey, she was guarding it.
She was our guard elephant.
Yeah, our guard elephant. It's just more to the story and the legend of Ella the elephant.
I like it.
Yeah. With that, are you ready for a safety brief?
Yeah. By all means, go ahead.
You want me to crack it or you want to crack it?
Go right ahead.
All right. Okay, so today's safety brief is as follows.
Every time I do it, I run the risk of getting canceled.
All right. Today's safety brief. If she says, I know a shortcut, turn around, you're about to be on a true crime podcast. As always, lay by.
Love you, bye.